So what will this mean for all of us? Well, joining me now is personal finance expert Jasmine Birtles. Good to have you with us, Jasmine. So good or bad news, depending on who you are, but I'm afraid savers really getting a battering, aren't they?
Yes, absolutely. There's a little bit of good news, obviously, if you're going to be borrowing. If you have a mortgage that's pegged to the Bank of England base rate, so it's a tracker mortgage, then yes, this is good news. If you've got a fixed rate, it's not going to make much difference, even standard variable. But as you say, it's definitely bad news for savers. And there are more savers than there are borrowers in this country.
I want to ask you about mortgages, though, because obviously if those people who are on a fixed rate mortgage see these good deals that they could be having now, I mean, can they actually break their contract and get a better deal?
Well, yes, it's possible. You'd have to pay. And it depends, frankly, on what's in your contract. But if you're maybe close to the end of your fixed rate, why not speak to the company, maybe get a mortgage advisor and say, look, do the numbers. Would it be worth me paying the default amount and then switching to something a lot cheaper? Because there are going to be some really good rates. There already are some really good rates, actually.
What about pensions, though? Because they're going to be affected as well.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, already pensions have had a problem, particularly if you are receiving your annuity, if you're receiving the pension, bond rates are really low. And there's a connection between the bond markets and how much money you're getting from your pension, how the pensions are funded. So that's an unhappy situation. And for pensioners generally who are trying to live off their savings, those who've done what they should do, they've got a pot of savings, they're thinking, OK, where can I get an income? Very, very hard.
It is very hard. Also, people about to go on holiday, it is the summer season. We've seen the pound drop dramatically again today, so really not good news for them.
No, certainly not against the dollar. If you're going to America or any country that's connected to the dollar, yeah, it's already going to be more expensive. It's not quite so bad against the euro. And, you know, the eurozone has some storm clouds brewing at the moment itself, so it's possible that that's going to come down later. But generally, yeah, more expensive.
Finally, Jasmine, want to ask you, obviously, we've got everything full barrel today, but of course, we've got the autumn statement round the corner. Are things going to get worse? Well,
worse and better. I mean, I think what the government's going to have to do is to go on a spending spree. I think it's going to have to invest in infrastructure. So that'll create jobs around trains, rails, that sort of thing. So for some people, hey, that's good news. There are going to be, I would think, more jobs and hopefully more money. People will have a bit of money in their pockets.
Good news there. Thank you very much, Jasmine Birtles.